which is great because I'm only like 32. We have 6 children. 3 of them we birthed, and 3 of them we fostered and adopted them. So we're very lucky with our family. We love helping people. We love coaching. We love reaching out to our community. We volunteer on a lot of different things. Just our community and our youth is super important to us because they're going to be taking care of us soon. So really, and there's so many young people out there that don't have a good direction. So kind of our passion, my husband and I, is just like making sure that, you know, wherever we can help young people, especially young men. They get lost in the cracks a lot. That 15 to 22-year-old age range kind of gets forgotten. So all of 3 of our boys have all come to us older, and I have a Marine now. I have one working full time, and the other one hurt his hand and but he's still awesome. And then my son just started Simpson. He plays basketball there on a basketball scholarship, and I have a daughter in West Valley and a daughter in 8th grade. So busy. We all play sports. Love it. Previous to Service Master, I spent 16 years in blood banking. So started randomly. I wasn't doing anything, so my mom said, you can't live here and not do anything, so you need to at least go volunteer. So I went to the blood bank, volunteered. I passed out juice and cookies. It was, you know, here you go, thanks for coming in. And then they needed somebody to work in the front, and slowly I kind of worked my way up until I was running the blood center, running all the recruitment activities. I had an amazing mentor who took me under her wing and taught me everything that I needed to know. Had all my babies there, got married while I worked there, so it was really a tight-knit family. I loved the donors. I loved that we were helping people every day. Left that job in Eureka and went to North Dakota for a couple of years because that sounded like fun. I actually wanted to see if I was actually any good at my job or if I was the only one in Eureka. So apparently I was good at my job. So I ran a blood center there, but at the end of the day, dream job, made way too much money because they paid us out of Arizona where the headquarters were, and I lived in North Dakota. So money went a lot further there. But at the end of the day, my father-in-law was having his 2nd open heart surgery. I had 3 little babies and we couldn't get home. So it was just too far away. So packed up, moved back to Eureka, and then still didn't want to be in Eureka and came over this way. So I tell you all of that so that you kind of understand why I chose Service Master. I'm not going to choose a company that I don't believe in, that doesn't share the same common values that I believe in: family, integrity, honesty. I work really hard at making a difference, and I want the company that I work for to do the same. And Service Master absolutely does. A lot of it they never ever talk about, which as the marketer kind of annoys me because I want to share our good works, but they do so much behind the scenes to help our communities that they never want to get acknowledged for, just because it's the right thing to do. And when the Chronics started, they've been in the restoration business forever, but they started Service Master from Pura First, from chronic restoration. They went through all these things, and they chose Service Master for the core values that I just spoke about. That was 20 years ago. So they've been in the game for a long time, just as Service Master. I was in it for many, many years before that. So that's why I chose it, because it fell in line with my values. It fell in line with helping people. I can't imagine not doing something that I don't get to help somebody every day. In blood banking, it was emergency situations, you know, trying to get people in there so that the blood's on the shelf. I used blood. My daughter used blood when she was born. My dad was going through cancer treatments, used blood. We got a couple extra weeks with him. And I wanted to have that same thing. Totally different, because hopefully nobody is going to pass away if they don't get their house fixed. But it's the same thing. You get a phone call, you walk in, your house is on fire, it's flooding, you're panicked. It's an emergency. You don't know where you're going to sleep that night. You don't know what you're going to do. And nobody knows what they're going to do until it happens to them. We all go through things. We don't talk about the yucky stuff enough in our life so that you feel like you're the only person going through it sometimes. So we don't talk about those things. So what we do is we take that stress off of you. You don't need to know what to do next. I need to know what to do next. There's a few things you can do if your house floods. Put some aluminum foil under things, take pictures off the wall. I have pamphlets over here that kind of give you kind of what to do and what not to do. Do not stick a regular vacuum cleaner in trying to clean up your water mess. Don't reach into standing water with the electricity still on. Just some basic common sense stuff. But we can come in and we can take that stress off of you. One thing that I would like to share with you guys is we do priority service agreements. We had one with Targets, and when we had those fires a few weeks ago, they called us. They didn't have a fire, they just wanted to have air scrubbers so that anybody that came into their establishment didn't have to worry about the smell of smoke while they were in there, protecting their merchandise that was in there. We had those within 20 minutes to their facility, ready to go. The priority service agreement sets it up so that we already have all the accounting paperwork done. They already have our license, our contracting stuff. There's no need to worry about all those little details when you just want to get us in and get us out. We also can come into your business and kind of make a map. So we kind of know where your shut-off valves are. We know where your electricity panels are. So when our technicians arrive on scene, it's immediate. We can go in there. They have the map. It's already set up. They can go do. They do all the fun stuff. I don't know. You don't want to see me out there during that time. But they will get it all set up so there's no time wasted. We're just in there. We're getting it done. And we know what's needed to dry your facility. We know how big it is. So we come prepared with all the equipment ready to go. And we guarantee service within 2 hours. That's 24/7, 7 days a week. So if we already have that agreement, and that we know how it is to run a business. You cannot have your doors closed because then you're not making money. You're not servicing the people that you need. So we get in, we get out, we run things at night if you guys want us to. Like some of the stores that we work with don't want anything during the day. I'm like, it's going to dry a lot faster over there. But they want us there from 8 to 7 a.m. So we work around those kind of situations as well. We've been very busy. We still have stuff from the campfire. We're storing that for clients who haven't quite bought their new house yet, haven't decided where to go, what to do. It's clean and ready to go. We've transported some to Clear Lake. We've transported some up to Klamath Falls, over to Eureka. Wherever they move, we have their stuff and it's ready to go, and we're getting it taken care of. We have a really neat system that we scan everything. Everything goes in a box. That box scans. So we had a client come in the other day, and her mother had passed away, and they wanted this little angel that meant a lot to the mom, and they wanted it at her funeral. And we have their entire house is in 5 crates in our storage, and she's like, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Well, because we have that barcoding system, we were able to go into the computer, see where little angel was, go to that vault, pull it out, clean it because it wasn't cleaned yet, and get it to her for her services for her parents. So my son's been working there over the summer, and he's like, Mom, it's very sophisticated. So that's a pretty big word for my 19-year-old. So that's kind of what we do. We come in when an emergency happens. We try to take that stress off of you so you don't have to worry about it. I wouldn't know what to do if my toilet started overflowing and I saw water everywhere. I could put some towels down, but what damage has happened from there? I don't know those questions. And I don't know all those big words that the insurance company uses. No offense, insurance company. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that. They're using, I know, the big words. So we walk you through it, help you. Your first call is usually to your insurance company, and then they will give you some direction on where to go. But that's kind of what we do. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Do you get the nasty odors that people out of diaries?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have an ozone room that I don't know exactly how it works, but it goes in there and it cleans it with ozones, and it's like, it's amazing. We put couches in there that have been in smoking houses, and it cleans everything. And then we have ozones that actually go out to the homes. You can't be in the homes while we're running those ozone machines, but it does take out smoke, it takes out smells. Obviously, if there's some other underlying things, we can go in there and help get rid of, the pet stains that are causing some of those odors. But yeah, the ozone things get smells out.
Is that what you use if you are cleaning a duct system that has a smoker in it?
Yep.
You don't fog it?
Not typically. The ozone works better.
Can you work on basements that may have been exposed to small amounts of water several years ago?
Yes. Sean is bless Sean's heart. I love Sean. Sean's been in the company for like 14 years, and he gets all the yucky stuff. He does all the mold. We do trauma cleanups. So we work with the city, and they call us out whenever there's something yucky that happens that needs to be cleaned up. Environmental, whether it's blood, garbage, needles, we get called out for that kind of stuff too. So bless Sean's heart. He does all the yucky things, and sewer backups, cleanups, things like that. So yeah, he does all that.
So if I understood you correctly, there's a plan, but I assume you also do emergency situations?
Yes. Yep.
If you own a business or a home, I assume you recommend the plan so that we're already...
Just so we're prepared.
Okay.
Just like they were talking about being prepared with your trust and life insurance and things like that. Nobody thinks about what happens if there's a fire, what happens if there's a flood. This just helps with that so that we're a little bit more prepared and can get in there a little bit more on top of it. Obviously, we'll come in an emergency situation as well.
And do you work with the insurance companies in that situation?
Yep. And we work with all insurance companies. We're on a lot of their programs, which we're vetted, we're accredited, we're I've been background checked so many times in the last 9 months. I mean, I am so clean, it's crazy. It was harder to work at ServiceMaster than to foster children. I'm not kidding. They run credit checks. They really do, because the insurance companies are requiring that. So all of our people have been background checked, fingerprinted, documented. We have training upon training upon training. I've been to like 7 trainings, and I've been there 9 months. So, and I'm not even that important. The technicians do ongoing training all the time. So it's pretty amazing when you think about it. Kind of, nobody thinks about this. It's kind of like just, oh, those people are over there, but it's this whole world that is pretty crazy. And I brought gifts for everybody over here, little cups and swag and all that fun stuff.
I actually reached out to you guys for a medical facility. I didn't know where anything was, and I didn't know all this. I'm not knowledgeable on that stuff. So I was glad I reached out to you guys, because my boss, he specializes in Hep C and dialysis. He has no idea what it entails with paperwork and everything else. So when we had to do the safety training meetings, I called you guys out, and you showed every employee where everything's at. And you guys gave us a plan, you gave us a thing online where we can actually upload pictures of where everything's at, so that, if there's ever a shut-off emergency or something, everybody knows what to do. So definitely recommend them. And Medicare came like 2 weeks after to audit us, and they don't tell us when. So when they ask, where's your emergency plan? I'm like, oh, right here. And they're, yeah, so then they're like, we passed, and they're not coming back for another 20 years. So I'm glad I reached out to you guys, and you guys came out. It was awesome.